Software development is sinking ship. Is AI coming for our jobs? I think it's a conversation a lot of people have been having recently, and it's quite scary. It gives you the chills, doesn't it? Personally, it's something that's been on my mind for quite a while. And I think the future of AI is definitely something we should talk about. Since October 2022, the AI buzz has just completely gone through the roof. Everywhere you pass, it's AI, everything AI. Businesses and everyone else is talking about inculcating AI into stuff. But then again, in the midst of all of these, we are noticing a lot of jobs being lost, people being laid off and all of that. And it's quite concerning. A lot of people have had the same question. Where do I stand? What's next? I mean, am I safe? Right now, it's about, is AI coming for my job or not? And it's generally not looking too good. AI technologies have rapidly been evolving in the coding space. We have the likes of AI code generators, automated testing that just helps streamline the development process. And today, what one man can do, as in previously people would need larger teams to get certain things done. But today, the rate of productivity has so much increased that one person can do what multiple teams could do. Right? That's the potency of AI right now. And then it begs the question: is AI really coming for my job? Like, what's really in this for us? Because are we even safe at all? To help us better understand what AI could potentially become, it's best to just look back over the last 200 years at the various technological revolutions, the major technological revolutions that happened, right? So to begin with, we have the advent of the steam engine, the industrial age, and then the break of the internet. These three technological revolutions fundamentally shifted life as we knew it, or life as it was known at the time. A consistent theme across all of these technological revolutions, right, has been the concerns around job displacement and skill redundancy. We've had people who had been skilled for years, as in they had been training for years on certain skills, mastering certain crafts, but because of the introduction of engines, it just completely wiped out whatever they were doing. And truly, it's something that must have been very uncomfortable given the times. Yeah, so how did people manage these changes as were brought about by the technological revolutions? One thing is for sure, there were new opportunities. So people had to adapt their skill sets to meet these upcoming opportunities, right? And this helped to grow economies. So because of the amount of productivity that was coming by the use of machines and by the use of these technologies, it became necessary that productivity became much higher than it used to. One person could do more. Work per man hour was actually a lot more. And by this, productivity skyrocketed. This brought about economic growth for businesses and for individuals, and helped generally increase cash flow, right? That's one thing. But then again, the internet, for example, helped birth the digital economy. And to say the digital economy was a success, or the digital economy actually exploded, is just an understatement. Talk about web and mobile development, talk about e-commerce and mobile banking, we talk about cybersecurity, we talk about digital marketing and social media. All of these things were not necessarily things that were there before, but because of the break of this whole internet, we had it, and it's completely. So the internet broke out somewhere in 2000, right? Actually, the bubble really went through in 2000. But looking about 20 years on, we can tell that nobody fathomed what life would really have been. Just imagine what happens when it comes to AI. So based on the things we've said so far, let's look at what the future could stand, or what the future could mean to us. So what does the future of AI propose, or what should we expect? Honestly, it's better to shift the mindset or the perspective from AI is coming, it's come to wipe out my job, and rather look at it from the lens of AI is actually bringing augmentation and higher productivity. So here's the case where a lot of our stuff today, most of the coding and most of the things we are doing today are going to be automated, right? A lot of jobs are going to be automated. And here's where the beauty comes in. We get to work with AI to bring better solutions. So human beings are going to be migrating from doing, it's almost like, so in the coding space, right, about 10-20 years ago, assembly language was actually a thing. Assembly language was the name of the game, right? But today, it feels funny to look at building very basic level code, because that's not what we are doing, right? There's still some amount of it going on, but then, I mean, right now we build with frameworks and stuff that are sort of like layers on top of the fundamental computer infrastructure. So here's the case: AI is going to give us a certain level of abstraction on what we know software to be today, right? So as I mentioned earlier, the future is augmentation. The future is humans working with AI and working with technology to bring about better solutions, to bring about better and more creative ways of dealing with problems in our world. And that's just going to be fascinating. So how do we prepare for this future? Honestly, it's about adaptability and skill development. It's just better to understand that things are going to change. They have to, because technology is evolving. But as these things are changing, you just have to brace yourself for them and make the best of them. Instead of capping your head and hiding behind, AI is coming to take my job, I'm completely screwed, I'm finished. Just look at it as there's opportunities that are coming, and there's those who actually prepare themselves ahead of time who are going to make the best of it. The pie is large, and honestly, the kind of money that's going to be popped from AI, actually, like the kind of solutions and the kind of money and the kind of opportunities that are going to be coming out of AI. Honestly, we don't know how far AI is going to go just yet. And I shudder to think of the potency AI offers to us as individuals and as developers. So rather than thinking of it as a doomsday approaching, it's better to think of it as the dawn of a new horizon, an experience that affords you productivity that's just unmatched. A very good example is Tony Stark and working with Jarvis. You can tell that Tony Stark was completely out of this world, right? It's sci-fi, but nowadays sci-fi is becoming reality, so you might as well just brace yourself for it. So just be intentional about adaptability. Look for the trends, look for what's happening, because in the next 5 years, what we are even seeing as trends today will be very different. So look at the trends, look at where it's necessary to understand things, and seek to understand things from a more creative perspective. So given that AI is going to be abstracting a lot of the things we do today, it's better to understand things from a systems perspective, understand things from a bird's eye view, how things work together to make how individual systems work together to solve major problems. That's where we are going. So it's better to align yourself along those lines. So have big picture thinking, understand why systems work the way they do. And at the end of the day, it's those who understand the tools who are going to make the best of it. The true potential of AI lies in the hands of those who master its tools and systems. Those who learn to effectively collaborate with AI will unlock the greatest benefits, driving innovation and achieving remarkable results. The future will belong to the individuals and organizations that harness AI to amplify their capabilities and redefine the boundaries of what's really possible. So don't get left out in this whole AI revolution. Trust me, it's only now getting started. So you might as well hop on and let's enjoy the ride. I'll catch you on the inside.